Now, all of you ask yourselves questions. Where did the president get the dollars? The president controls the slush fund of the SSA, which has got foreign currencies. If you go into the slush fund of SSA, you'll find all the world currencies there. What if he took from there? When the SSA was under Matlobo, there was a report that came that there was a burglary and monies were lost in foreign currency. What if this money of Phala Phala is one of those monies that were lost at SSA? So no one asks, we're all being shifted somewhere. Ramaphosa moves the office, SSA into his office with so much money. Boom! After that, Ramaphosa is found with foreign currency. And we don't ask ourselves as to what if he took it from the state security? So the interest is somewhere else. And that's what I'm saying. Certain things are not needed. We can save a lot of money. Why do we, and it's again back to Codes and the Oppenheimers, why do you keep parliament in Cape Town? For what good reason? Because parliament must be where the administration is. Can you imagine the convenience of ministers to come to parliament, report and quickly rush to their offices, push some admin work and come back to report, including participating in the full sitting of parliament? The ANC is going to need this, by the way. When they get 51% and then they appoint cabinet from amongst their 51%, they will always have to make sure that they've got the necessary numbers to come in, and that will mean ministers will have to stop their work and come to work in parliament. Because if they are not in parliament, we as an opposition can just come together and say we're going to the bathroom at the same time, and parliament doesn't correct. So when the ANC now reaches that point where it needs ministers in the legislature, in parliament, and needs ministers in their offices, how are they going to manage that? Because parliament is in Cape Town, admin is in Pretoria. It is more convenient and saving more resources. How much money are we spending now on providing support for ministers in Cape Town and providing support for ministers and deputy ministers and president and deputy president in Pretoria? What a wasteful resource are we engaged in? Wasteful expenditure. So you ask yourself, okay, why can't these people of the ANC go and tell this person who is saying stay in Cape Town? Oh, no, but this thing is not working for us. Let them go and pray there, because when Thandi Modise came as a speaker, first on the agenda was the relocation of parliament. She was for it. She was pumping it. 6 months down the line, she changed tune. The right people told her, no, what are you saying now? Do you know about these minutes? The same thing with the current speaker. They were for relocation of parliament. Down the line, it's a hot potato. Leave it. Why? For sure it is in the Codesa minutes that business as usual means the parliament founded by my forefathers, Cyrl, John Rhodes and them, shall remain there. And no one is going to move parliament there. Otherwise, you are undoing my great-grandfather's legacy. That's what we're and they signed to it because they were obsessed with getting into power and not concerned about what's going to happen in the future. Imagine, they say, where will you get the money to buy land and build parliament? We don't buy land, we expropriate land. And because a land that is going to be used for public purpose and public interest, the court will give us a go-ahead. Then we sell that building. They will buy it, including these ones who are obsessed with their Cyrl John Rhodes legacy. They will buy it to preserve that legacy. With that money, we'll come and build parliament. The money is there. That property is worth a lot of money. And if sold, it can build another parliament. When we come here, parliamentarians, ministers, president, all of that, perhaps maybe the president for security reasons and the deputy president. But the rest of us, we must be given housing subsidy like any other worker. Must not be given houses. Workers who are working is work. It's our profession. there must be a design for such housing bonds for members of parliament that you can go and bond a house if you want. Or otherwise, you can go and rent a back room in Mamelodi.
Like everyone else.
Yeah, like everyone else. So why are we being forced into some crawl or the parliamentary village, dilapidated buildings that you guys insult us with about every day, thinking there's some luxury? There's nothing there. Someone is just eating money, saying there's maintenance, there's this. There's absolutely nothing. Scratch that, sell those parliamentary villages, redirect the money, subsidize parliamentarians the same way workers are subsidized. Someone was saying to me, why is Parliament choosing for me to go and stay there? What if I want to stay in Khayelitsha? Why is Parliament removing me from my people to put me where my constituency is not? We don't have that option because we're being told you are going to sleep here. Otherwise, you're wasting the resources of the state. But it's not of our choice. If this EFF choice, we will subsidize these people to go and choose accommodation of their choice.